All right. Good evening, everybody.
Good evening.
Welcome to Reseller Chinwag. This is episode 20.
Yeah.
So we are pretty.
20?
Episode. Did you not know?
Oh, wow.
Did you not know? Did you not hear it?
No.
I was in the
just
news.
heard it
It was
now.
everywhere.
Oh,
Guys,
okay. I
thank
must have missed it in the news.
you may have missed it.
Yeah.
But hello, everybody. Welcome
Hi.
to our 20th episode of the Reseller Chinwag. We're really glad to have everyone joining us here. Really appreciate it. We'll give a few shout outs first because the chat is already pretty active. So hello to Amanda. Amanda was in here first. So
Yes.
hi Amanda, how are you doing? The re-editor is in here as well. He was a bit afraid because it was like waiting for the movie to start. I mean, yeah, this is probably the best thing you will see. So don't worry.
In your opinion.
Oh no, it's just the best. just actually the best. I don't think there's anything better that you could be doing. And I'm understating that as well.
Okay, let's move on.
Silver Pirate is in there. Nick is in the chat as well.
Hey.
Etic85, Fake Rachel has joined us as well. Andrea has joined us. Hi there. Kathy B as well has joined us.
Hello.
Phoebe Finn Fashion has joined us as well. Lisa Smith has joined us as
Lisa.
well. Silver Pirate, if I said that or not. Richard Hale has joined us as well. Oh my god, Lisa's having a bit of a rough week by the looks of it. She had to put one of her cats to sleep and had to end a friendship, so not the best week. The good news is you're now here in my company, and all joking aside, obviously,
it's hard when you lose.
It's always hard when you lose a pet and
They're
in
a
a friendship.
part of the family, aren't they?
They are.
They are.
But hopefully we'll be able to at least get like a small smile from you today. That'd be awesome. Carla Jenkins has joined us. Chelsea has joined us as well. Let's have a look. Darren has joined us as well. Good evening,
Hello.
Darren. Actually, I wanted to give a quick
Should we
shout
do that
out.
right now?
Yeah, because
Yeah,
in
we're
case
gonna
I
do that
forget,
now.
okay.
Yeah.
Darren Smart in the last chat, he's gave out a really brilliant bit of advice. I will carry on with like the shout outs in a second, but I just wanted to do this in case I forget. I actually got it written down. Darren mentioned in the last chat, I had this Dalek helmet. You may have noticed it when I was wearing it on my head and speaking like a Dalek. It's pretty awesome, right?
It was, yeah.
This thing is amazing. Now I've priced it ridiculously highly. And I've attracted a few kind of funny offers.
Yeah.
I think, actually, it was a serious buyer after
It
it.
was a serious one. And the thing is, we'll talk about this later. No, we'll talk
But
about
anyway,
this later.
Anyway, thank you, Darren, for mentioning contacting the manufacturer of a toy.
Yeah.
I know people have done this with Lego in the past, where if they've been missing a piece from like an old set, they contact Lego and Lego sends out stuff.
Yeah.
I wasn't holding out much hope for character options.
No.
No disrespect to character options
No.
versus Lego, but I just,
But
but they came good.
Yeah.
And I was able to order an eye stalk for my Dalek because he was missing his. Okay. That came out wrong. There's no other way of doing it, is there? Okay, there is no other, I'm trying to think, is there another way of gesturing that? His eye stalk sticks out of the Dalek's head and it was missing, and I was able to order one for £7.25 including shipping.
yes.
Which is really
It's
brilliant.
fantastic.
And it means I'll be able to
Absolutely
complete my Supreme Leader Dalek,
I
and
mean,
I will ask a silly
You
price.
had it at a higher price
Anyway,
but
now-
today he ups it even more.
Yeah, so-
It's just ridiculous.
But I wanted to say thank you for forgetting, so I appreciate that, Darren. Daniel Warren has joined us as well. So hello, Daniel. Southwest Sellers is in here as well.
Yes.
Leanne Lakin, Koss, Carp Fishing Adventures. Hixie is in the house. Hixie's been doing some building today on his office, so hopefully, he sent me some photos. He's putting some shelving up, and it looks pretty high end. David McGregor has joined us as well. Welcome, David. The Hyper Picker, Laura Chester. So lots of people in the chat. Fabian King,
Hello.
Robert Bunting, Stu MVP. I nearly said Stum VP, but it's Stu MVP, as in most valuable player. You would have said it the other way.
Lucky.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, Lisa says that I'm so pleased to have this live chat tonight. I'm really
good.
that means a lot to us. What you're selling?
Yeah, what you're selling.
Bob Smith, Kevin, John Clissold, Jason Entwistle, Bob Smith, Kath Palmer. Wow. Old Haggis Hunter has also joined us, and has Mr. Boddam himself. I have to call him that because it's just such a great name, isn't it? Boddam. The Bonafide Hustler. Yeah. So welcome to the chat. Kyle Roberts, Malinky, Deborah. Wow, I'm trying to zip through these. I'm going to have to push through. Bean grinding, sniffing dolls, and now Dalek gestures.
I know.
Okay, so that's. I'm just figuring out where in the chat we are now. Because
I think we're
just
at the end, aren't we?
We have just gotten to near the end now. Treasure Pirate says he's been treasure hunting in Plymouth and it was good. David Morse is joining us and he says he picked up a bolo today for £2. Bonafide says he hit the thumbs up, he smashed the like button, so I really appreciate that. That's like my Steve Raken impersonation.
That is, yeah.
I'm a fanboy. But yeah, I really appreciate it. Mark Davis says Bonafide, you're great. Amanda, yes, I would. I like about the oh yeah, we've had a few thumbs downs today.
Yeah.
In case you haven't noticed.
Even before we went live.
Yeah, but it's fine. Zahir, your face looks very pink. Are you wearing makeup? How I would be offended, but
do you know what? We've got a heater behind us.
Yeah, I do get red because she's got no concept of temperature. She's got a hot water bottle, right? Rebecca, I think she must have singed all the sensors all over her skin or something because she cannot feel hot or cold. You just have to be so hot.
I have to be really hot.
Ridiculously hot, to the point of burning.
I feel like I'm sweating.
That's the only reason she realises that she's hot. Not because she feels hot, but because she's sweating. That's how she functions. And unfortunately, I have to then suffer. Like a regular person, I get
the pinkness
I get
in the face.
the pinkness in the face, which is not cool. Some of it might be off camera.
No
makeup. Who's pregnant? I'm pregnant. Hot flashes. No, it's just. Oh, now it just looks terrible. Anyway, yeah, I might look pregnant though, but that's a different.
That's
that's my one app that I've been working on. We're gonna touch on that actually.
For about 3 years.
Okay.
Anyway, let's go.
It's the Morley blush, says Southwest Sellers.
It certainly is.
Okay. Anyway, thank you everyone for joining us. We've got 75 people in the chat, so that is absolutely fantastic. We've just been giving shout outs. No, it's not that time of the month, Lisa. I appreciate the comment though. Okay.
You can see this is going to be
go. Okay. I'll put that out there. No, why? Okay. Hustle 24/7 joins, and just as he joins, the first question he has to ask: why is my face so red? Okay, I'm going to put it down to some kind of a webcam malfunction. There must be something wrong with the calibration of the webcam.
See, I was going with the heat.
Yeah, and the heat mixed together, it's causing some kind of a reddish hue.
I have to say, you don't look that red in person.
Yeah, I think it's more the camera picking up the redness in my complexion. I'm not sure why. Or maybe it's because I shaved, but I think it's the heat. I'm feeling quite warm. Yeah. But anyway, guys. Alright. Nothing's happened. Yeah, we are good to go. Yeah. What's a chinwag? Asked Bonafide. A chinwag is just a chat.
It's a chat.
It's a chat because you wag your chin when you chat. So
you'll
notice this chin is going to be moving a lot. And hopefully hers as well. So that's just chatting. It's just the way we say.
I don't think mine moves as much as yours does.
Oh, Amanda says, funny, Beck's face is not affected by the webcam. Well, okay, it's the heat. Okay, it's the heat. Anyway, don't blame the webcam.
You asked for those comments then,
didn't you? It's the heat, guys. It is the heat. I'm incredibly hot. That's what I'm going to put it down to.
Yes.
There's a heater on it. I'm going to turn the heater off.
Yeah, turn it off.
Turn it off, just in case, because there we go. Yeah.
I'll nod you if I need it.
Okay. Yeah, you've got a hot water bottle. Yeah. All right, guys. Now, what we're gonna do. Look, Zay looks like he's just blown up a bouncy castle. Okay, I'm going to stop reading comments based upon the complexion. Okay. Now we want to talk reselling, guys.
Yes.
That's believe it or not.
To be here for.
Yeah, I think the idea is we talk a little bit about reselling. Don't worry, we won't talk about it too long.
Yes.
Because obviously my complexion is of more concern. People are pretty worried, you know, like they don't want, you know, this to go through any hardship. Exactly. Bob says this is a comedy chat tonight so far, so yes, it is. Right, we are going to talk about our last 7 days of sales.
Yes.
Okay. On the main store, we sold 33 items, which is actually pretty good for us.
That is actually.
We normally sell around 20 to 30, so 33 is on the higher end of volume. Which is brilliant, but the downside is...
Sorry.
What? Okay. Oh, is that because you saw the re-editor's comment? Can't wait to see the...
I'm not going to read the chat, okay?
No, we have to read that comment, because credit where credit's due. Re-editor just put out a comment saying, can't wait to see your new makeup tips vids there. Yeah, I mean, there will be vids with affiliate links to all the products that I use. No.
No raising my makeup.
I don't. Okay, now you're not helping the situation, okay? You're not helping Lisa's message. Okay. Anyway,
right.
So we sold 33 items, guys.
We did.
It's more than we normally do. However, our turnover is actually lower than it has been.
It has. It's a lot lower than we like.
We've so far only turned over around £500 odd in the last 7 days turnover on the main store, which is a lot lower than normal. But the number of sales is up, so we're up to like 33 units. But that's because we've been selling a lot more smaller items.
A lot of small items have been going out the door this week.
Yeah.
We had
which isn't a bad thing. It's
a lot of craft stamps.
A lot of craft stamps have gone out. Just items that we've been accepting offers on, things that have been hanging around for, like under £10 items.
Yeah, because we've been trying to get rid of a lot of sticky stock.
Yes, that's right. Yeah. Silver prices sells about 18 a week. Yeah, I mean we're pretty happy with the number, but you also want to keep an eye on your average price. We've not had any giant sales. We've not had any giant sales since. Robert Bunting says Z sponsored by Heinz ketchup. Okay.
I can't read the chat.
Look, you're getting red now. Are you guys noticing maybe a little bit of red?
It's because I keep laughing.
Maybe I've been laughing, guys.
Anyway.
Okay. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. So things haven't been popping along turnover wise as much.
Yeah.
But
we haven't had those big
sales.
this week.
Yeah, it's been one of those funny things, right? Where we've had items that we've seen sell at auction for like more money than we're asking when our item is there, etc. You get one of those. You get things like that.
Some people do prefer to kind of shop through auction, don't they?
But it happens. But we've taken it as an opportunity, haven't we? Because we've then been listing items. We're trying to list daily items. Make some listings go live daily. I know most people list daily anyway, so it's not a big deal for them. But
I mean, I've been trialling it with the second store, haven't I?
Yeah.
I've been trialling where I will have a number of items daily going active. As well as obviously doing your re-lists and things like that. So I've actually been playing around with that this week. I've noticed I'm getting a lot of clicks on the items. I'm getting a lot of watches on the items on the second store as well.
You've definitely noticed an increase, haven't you? You've had a few more consistent
and I've
days.
Had this activities, like daily activity where I'm activating listings because what I tend to do is I'm saving as drafts and then manually making sure I put them live each day.
And Beck, I think you will be doing like a video, or we will be doing a video about the second store, how it's doing.
I think it was Cartfishing that actually gave us the idea last week.
Yeah, Cartfishing gave a great idea.
Where I will be doing like a monthly update on the progress of the second store.
Yeah, things definitely aren't as quick. I mean, how many items have you done this week on the second store?
I've only sold 5 items, and one of those I'm still awaiting payment for.
Yeah, so you can see the difference. I mean, I haven't actually got stacks more listage on the main
store. 200 currently, because I've got a couple of relists to do as well. So I'm currently about 227 items listed on the second store at the moment. So it's quite, it's not where I want to be with it. But it's quite low at the minute. Yeah, I mean,
but that in a way it's quite interesting because we've got about 600 items on the main store. You've got about 200 items plus on yours. Yeah. But you can see the disparity in the sales is huge, and it just gives you an idea on how important things like top-rated seller can be, like being a bit more established in terms of your feedback, and it really does make a difference.
I've really been really so pleased with it.
Yeah, you're getting some nice feedback
at the moment. I've actually been getting my feedback's up to about 34 now.
Yeah, exactly.
Which I started and it was about 20.
Exactly,
so it's actually going...
It's going in the right direction. I mean, non-payers haven't been much of an issue considering we've been taking offers. I pretty much have... best offer on most of things, on most of the things we've got like best offer turned on, and like we've been accepting offers as I said, and we've only had like 3 non-payers, so it's just something that that has worked out okay for us. So it's second store, like I said, is a lot lower, but 33 items on the main store, pretty happy with that. So you weren't quick enough. I just sold the leopard print ankle boots, says Lisa. Bug Chick says might leap in and say hello. Then as I'm a crafter who does fairs, but thought I'd start some reselling too to supplement the quiet times.
Yeah. Oh, that's nice.
Yeah, I mean it's always good to look out for different things.
It's always good to have like different avenues, like different streams of income.
Exactly.
I think Ad's
touched on it this week. He did a good job with that. Really, having as many streams of income as you can. It's always the smartest way to go.
Craft is a really difficult one as well because
it's competitive, isn't it?
And very
competitive. Yeah.
Definitely.
Let's have a look. So low selling price, so we've had that.
Yep, so we've touched on that.
We had like a bit of a power cut situation as well, which was quite interesting.
Was it yesterday?
I think it was yesterday. We were both sat down, we were doing a bit of work listing, and then bam, all of a sudden there was no power to the street. Everyone's power just ran out. It just went down. I'm not quite sure why it was. But like we checked, on our phone we still had battery and we had signal.
We did.
We checked whether there was like an issue in the area, and luckily there was. But it got us thinking, like, wow, how dependent we are.
We got stuck because we were meant to get through a ton of work yesterday because I was back at work in the shop today. And although it's only for a few hours, it kind of distracts me from the whole listing and making sure I'm on top of things. Like I'm probably going to have to get off this chat and then eventually go back and sort out all my eBay stuff that I've kind of... And although I try and keep my phone on me, it's not always...
It was just a bit of an eye opener that how reliant we are, obviously, as an online, with having an online business. When something it cuts off like that, then suddenly you're in a lot of trouble. Let's have a look. Let's go back into the comments.
Okay. If we go on this one, because I think
this one's easier to look at.
Right in front of me.
Let's have a look. Cheyenne Brain says, "I'm Mr. Kachings, looking to get back into reselling. You'll give great advice. I appreciate that."
Oh, thank you.
So Tuesday, Richard Payne said he did 16, and Wednesday £256.
That's the thing. It's like it swings. What is it?
Swings and roundabouts. Definitely. It is incredible. I've got to say how. Yeah. I mean, we've actually had some quick turnover items as well. We actually shared one of them on Instagram that was quite cool. It was the Reebok pump bag that went.
You had that listed at 40, I think. And
I did,
an offer.
Well, I've got like a little 10% off thing going.
Oh,
so
was that
exactly.
Was it that?
So it was pretty happy. Let's have a look. Kathy B says, I've been running sales and it's been working wonderful. Yeah, I mean, that's always interesting, isn't it? I mean, we've been thinking about this, haven't we?
We have.
About whether to have items on...
A quick question for the chat would be, do you do you
Yeah, how many people...
Like, did you do good till cancelled?
Yeah, how many people do good till cancelled on their listings versus 30-day listings? Yeah, because if you do good till cancelled, you can take part in, or you can use...
Because it's something I'm thinking about trialing with the second shop. I'm considering trying to do good till cancelled, because I haven't got that many listings kind of activated, so I can kind of keep on top of what hasn't sold after a while, so I can kind of go through. But I do like the whole 30 days where it gives me a reminder where I go into it and I go, right, I need to look over this listing.
Yeah.
So, you know, it'll be interesting to see how people...
Exactly. I mean, because if you have good till cancelled, you can actually run sales, can't you? Say straight up sales. A lot of people are saying they just do 30 days. Fake Rachel has a question saying, now that you've got best offer and everything, the items you've sold this week, how many have been on best offer roughly, and how many have sold at full price?
Oh, most of mine have been on the second store.
Yeah, on offers. I think we've taken a fair few offers. We have had some people just come and outright buy, but I was a bit worried because I've got some items that are really low, like the stamps we've got. We've got them all at £3.99 plus like £2.99 shipping, right? So we were a bit worried about putting best offer on those. Yeah. Because if we put best offer on them, it was just like we were, you're worried we were going to get silly offers, but it actually worked out okay because. We did take a few offers. Like I think I sold a few stamps for £3, where a lady took 5 of them. Yeah. So we were happy to do like £3. And there were other people that just offered us like £2, and we went back at like £3 or £3.50, and they took it. So it worked out okay in that respect. It's
kind of getting into a bit of a barter situation.
Yeah, I mean, I think you've just got to be happy to take offers. Obviously, if you've got the offers on, you do have to be willing or open to the fact that you're going to get people making like good offers and not so good offers. But we've actually had not bad offers on a lot of items. I'm just trying to have a look. But it's just, I was thinking with good till cancelled, you can actually run proper sales with the strike through. And
that's what I was thinking. I was thinking, like, as a buyer, it kind of looks a bit better when there's a strike through the original price and then like a percentage.
I mean, we've got an item here that was $14.99, took an offer for £12 on that. Got an item which let's have a look. What other items here? That was the stamp sale. Took an offer of £30 on an item that was up at 35. So you take a few offers. Some we have taken there was some. We sold some Puma trainers for 30, which we had up for 35, but someone offered 30. We were happy to take those.
It's looking like most people even do 30-day
or good till
or good till cancel.
Good till cancel,
It's a good mix, actually.
It is a good mix. A lot of people do kind of like to have a variety. So we're just kind of we put the best offer on because just to get things moving, because things have been a bit slow. It's a shorter month. We do want to obviously build up our like turnover a bit more. So it's just something that we're looking to help push things forward, and it does work because we've had, like, for example, there was a super dry hoodie I've just seen. I think I took £18 for it, but I think it was originally up for about 25 or something. So depending on what the offer is, how much we've paid for it, how long have we sat on it, I'm willing to take offers.
Is it rich one day? You can auto reject for silly offers. I don't tend to do that. I do kind of like like considering every offer. Because if it's not too far off what I'm asking, then I'm quite happy to. Yeah,
the hyperpicker confirms that you can only do sales through good till cancel due to EU laws, and that's the thing. It made me think that it's a shame to miss out on that tool.
Side of it,
because it's obviously quite an important tool. Let's have a look. What else do we have here? You can do auto reject. First question: has Bex jumped on the Etsy train yet? They have just introduced a craft studio, so buyers can see a product they want to make, and Etsy shows them which sellers have the goods to make it. Wow.
Not yet. That's all I'm going to say.
Not yet. Not yet.
Not yet. No, I haven't done yet, but definitely something I'm considering.
Yeah. Anne Isaac says she's moving away from good till cancelled towards 30 days, although Scavenger Life said recently that moving to 30 days made no difference to them. Yeah, I mean, I think this is one of those, I think this is definitely one of those which just carries on, isn't it, through this? It's one always, of those, yeah, people have different ideas, don't they? Yeah. Lisa Smith is still maintaining that I'm wearing rouge. No, I'm not wearing rouge, but
maybe.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's been through my makeup bag.
Yeah. So anyway. It's just been one of those things. So we're happy that we're happy that we kind of got through. We've gotten through it. We're hoping that this week coming will actually pick up a bit more. I'm happy that it's going to be like yeah. We're hoping that it's actually going to be a lot more, I suppose, proactive, productive. Yeah. I hope we've worked a bit more on Amazon as well this week. I actually took some stuff off of eBay today to send to We're terrible with Amazon.
Do you know what?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's something we should actually talk about.
Yeah. We
had a really long conversation last night, didn't we? It was just ridiculous.
Yes, we did. I don't know how you guys feel about this, but we like to think that we are willing to try new stuff, and I think we've just been
Amazon. We've pretty much stayed away from.
Yes, we have. Yeah, it's been one of those things where we've just managed to we've dipped our toes in, and then we've stopped. Yeah. So I think it's one of those strange situations. Yeah. We keep on dipping our toes in, we keep on stopping. It's difficult. But we are realising that we really should be doing it, because there are certain items that we decide to put on eBay for the comfort, for just being used to listing them on eBay.
I think that's the thing. I think it's more a case of a habit rather than actually not being aware of that we could actually sell this on Amazon. I do think it is just pure habit. We feel more in control, I think, with eBay.
Yeah.
If that's the way to put it.
Yeah, I think so. But I think when you sometimes look at items that we've put on eBay that have just stayed there for ages and ages, and in that time they would have sold. I mean, I'm not, it's some quite simple, quite obvious products that you can easily check out. Garage Flip says, hello, nice to see you, Lonnie.
Hi, Lonnie.
Beak Nuke, a really conversation trying new stuff, so romantic, says Beak Nuke. Yeah, it was just Amazon kind of eBay chat, nothing major. Yeah. So it was just, I think it's something that when you're not in the habit of doing something, though, you have to make a special focus towards it, don't you? So we have to maintain doing Amazon a bit. Like, we have to kind of keep our eyes on it. Like, just even if we can send a small box of items a week off, that will be better than what we've been doing, which is nothing. Yeah, I sent a box off today. I packaged it. It's all ready to go off. It's being collected. So we've sent our first box off today. It's one of those things that we're really looking to sort out. Bear with me. Okay. Sorry guys, we're having a little bit of an issue in the chat. Some people are having a bit of fun.
We do apologise.
Or what they regard as fun. So we have to leave them to it. We're definitely going to be doing that going forward anyway, because again, listening to a lot of people, it's always good to have different streams of income. Fake Rachel, Nick, they all do it as well, and it's kind of silly for us to sit here and just do eBay all the time when we kind of should be doing a bit more. So that's just something we're going to be looking forward to. Now, one thing we wanted to talk about today, which is kind of personal to us, but I thought it was worth talking about. And actually, I've not actually seen Caroline's video yet, but the title touched on something similar, I think, wasn't it? And that is the effects of working from home. Now, the one effect that I kind of wanted to talk about more, because it's a bit personal to me, is health whilst being at home. And when I was working for like different companies or whatever, I wasn't terribly bad weight-wise, and I actually got myself into some decent shape a few years ago as well. Now, for the last 2 or 3 years, I've been at home, And slowly but surely, I've been adding a few pounds on, haven't I, hon?
Over the
over the past,
years?
it's gone up quite a bit, hasn't it?
It has increased over the last 3 years, definitely.
I think we're probably looking at like 4 stones or something like that, 5 stones maybe. So, and it's gotten to the stage now where you kind of deal with it, but then one day the day comes when your waist size, the number just gets too high. So
yeah, I mean, it's not just you.
Yeah.
I was pretty active. I mean,
well, you are
last year I did the the walking marathon.
Yeah.
And I got into really good shape.
You were actually very trim. Like you said, you've done 26 miles, but since you've also been more
I've
at home,
I've actually gone up a dress size.
Yeah.
So it's not just you that's kind of put on the weight.
Larry Master says circle is a good shape though. So, but it was old Haggis Hunter says, hence the red face, high blood pressure. I may well have it, but I don't know.
Could be it. Yeah, could be.
And it's gone too much now, really. You've noticed that you've added a little bit of weight as well, but
I have.
I don't like talking about Beck's weight because she's still slim, she's still healthy. John, a lot of people are making comments now. It's the desk times there I suffer too. You need to walk every day, and John Clissold says listing can be sedentary. I'm in the same boat as you. It's that Morley's chickens are here. You'll be okay now. It's too far away.
Do you know what he does? Love a takeaway.
I've got bad habits. I do have bad habits like Coca-Cola.
Yeah.
I've tried to stop Coke as well. Coca-Cola, like drinking Coca-Cola, but it doesn't always happen. Being lazy isn't helping the weight issues. Says Peter Crawford. It's one of those things. But it's one of those. It is difficult. It's a lot more difficult than it can be when you're out and about. Just because of the nature of it. Have you thought about a standing desk, says Lonnie? Well, what we have actually started doing over the past week is we have actually started walking in the morning.
We have. We've been getting up at 5:45 every morning. Yeah. And we've been doing a 2-mile walk. Well, just under 2 miles.
Yeah, just under 2 miles.
We did start doing. I planned out this really good route, and it was
3.5 miles, which we did for a couple of days. But we're actually taking our girls with us.
The girls with us.
Yeah.
They were struggling to keep up.
Yeah.
So we thought, okay, let's cut it back. So we're doing. It's a 1 mile.
1.8.
1.8 miles.
Yes, about 1.8 miles.
And we're actually really coping.
We are, and we're hoping to do the longer walk at the weekends.
Yeah.
And it's something we felt.
Yeah.
When you actually start working from home, it's one of the things you say, it's brilliant to have that freedom to be able to control your day.
Absolutely.
And then it's like, well, then why haven't we been in that sense? It's nice to actually get ourselves to the stage where we are going to get up, and it's something we couldn't necessarily do easily a lot of people are saying that I've put on so much weight. Okay, I don't want to mention the rest of Silver Pirate's comment. Gaming parts of his hair keeps the shape. This shape happens to be round. Yeah. Milky coffee. Yeah. I mean, it's one of those things.
Yeah.
I do want to try to cut down. I actually don't mind almond milk. In my coffee either.
So you like almond milk?
You're not a big fan of it.
I would prefer to drink my coffee black than have the almond milk.
Yeah, and so we've been doing that, and we're hoping to continue that. So we'll keep you guys updated on that kind of thing as well, where we're gonna just carry through and hopefully do that daily. We've been doing it every day, and it really has made us feel better. I still have bad habits to break, such as the takeaways and the fizzy drinks. But it's something I definitely think is something that can help. And the other reason is because we feel that maybe it would give us more energy. And then it's one of those things where I think we'll have a lot more energy and we'll be able to achieve more during the day, because you look at some people's work ethics at home and you sit there and you think, wow, they can do so much in a day, and I do believe that a lot of that comes down from having the energy. It's not about just being super slim, it's about being fit, it's about being luckily I don't have aches and pains in my joints or anything yet, so but it's not, like I said, it's not about being super trim or anything. Rugby players weigh 18 stone, those guys are fit. Do you know what I mean? Like I want to be physically, whenever I say physically fit, you just think of King Julian.
Yeah, I do.
Yeah, physically fit. So it's one of those things that I need to work on. It's something that we're all doing as a family, which makes it a lot easier, because when everyone's on the same page, it does make it a little bit easier.
I mean, I think that's why we kind of try to get I hate the fact that I catch myself saying that so much. I really, really want to get the girls involved in this as well, because they're still very young, and I think habits start from
a young age, exactly. So
if you can put the good habits in now, when you get a bit older, it's not such a big step.
We want it to be like a habit completely, pretty much like waking up, one person that has really inspired us, and I am as far as away from him physically as can be at the moment, but is Casey Neistat. If you guys have seen him, he's an amazing vlogger. He's got like 6 million subscribers. He's
I admire him so much because of the
every
running.
day,
That's something that I would want to get back into.
Exactly, he's out there running every day, and he manages to fit that in. It's incredible. David McGregor says, vlog your morning walks. Can't be many people around to feel uncomfortable. That's actually not a bad idea.
Because it's really quiet.
It is very quiet.
I think we're the noisiest ones out there.
So it's definitely something that I want to continue, and because we're all on the same page, I'm hoping it will help us. But I wanted to share that because it's important.
It's so important.
And I feel that it will give us the energy we need.
Because the thing is, when you travel to work, you're cutting down on the number of steps. If you're not leaving your house to go to work, you're cutting down on the activity you're having each day.
Exactly. And I just don't. And the older you get, the harder it becomes to obviously to shift weight, and but more, like I said, it is more about energy. It's about having the right amount of energy. So it's just something that I'm really interested in doing, and hopefully it's going to help us and sort that out for us.
Should we see if we can go back in the chat and see if there's any more questions or anything like that? Yeah,
let's have a look. Sean Hutchinson says, I train 5 days a week. It's important not only for physical health but mental health. Definitely, Sean Hutchinson, really fantastic fantastic comment there. It's so true. I have noticed Andrea's mentioned a couple of things about things like vegan chocolate as well, or like obviously the vegan lifestyle would be incredible, but it's something that I want to do. Julie Hall says everyone in Garstang is over 70 except you two. Has a picture of Zare in purple and yellow lycra power walking at dawn, says Lisa.
No, it is no lycra.
No, there's no lycra. At the moment, because of my weight, I'm actually happy. We're just happy.
Are you telling me you'd wear lycra anyway?
No, I'm not telling you.
At the moment.
No, that's not going to happen. It's going to be like jogging bottoms. Carp Fishing says, question, PayPal loan. How is your current loan going, and how do you plan to use the next loan? We're about halfway through.
Yeah, we're halfway through.
We did take out a fair amount.
We're not entirely sure that we're going to take it out again.
Yeah, we're not entirely sure because I'm not sure we'll need it necessarily by the time it's paid off.
I don't think we will need it.
So there we go. Barry Francis is shocked at the thought of me. And Ben says he's literally eating a box of 20 McNuggets, which makes me sick because Ben is like thin as anything. Mr. Motivator's name comes up. Will you do a fitness video, Izzy? I don't think so.
No.
Maybe if I actually achieve something, you never know. I might get out there. It's just something that I'm really kind of. we wanted to talk about because it's been playing on us. And no, he'll wear lycra makeup and some leopard print boots. Okay.
Yes.
I walk to the post office every day, says Raz. Pinocchio. Yeah. I mean, we do try to walk when we can anyway, but
not always though.
But yeah, sometimes
it's too easy to get in the car.
Sometimes it's too easy to jump into the car, definitely. But we are aiming to have more of an active lifestyle because, like I said, I think it does affect how much work you can do as well. Have you tried licking windows, mate? I've lost it.
No, I didn't seem to read that out.
Okay. Oh, okay. Oh, yeah. Yeah, sorry, yeah. Yes.
Thank you.
Yeah. He'll never have time to do fitness and beauty vlogs.
No, exactly.
Yeah, I'm spreading myself thin now, aren't I?
You are.
Okay. Okay, guys. So those were some of the main things that we wanted to talk about. Other than that, I think it's been a pretty standard week.
It has.
Yeah,
definitely.
We are looking. I think there's a boot fair starting up this Sunday, but I'm not sure because it's quite early. It's quite. Southwest Seller says walking to the car is great exercise.
It is indeed.
Yes. Yes.
It's a shame the car isn't that far away.
Yeah. Brilliant. Okay. Oh my god, I needed this brilliant time tonight so badly. Thank you so much, Back. Lisa, that's very kind of you to say. I do apologise for some of the comments that are coming through the chat, guys. We are obviously aware there's a bit of silliness going on in there, but really do appreciate everyone's support. It's fantastic. How many people have got in here?
That's what I was getting at, Peter Crawford. Yeah, you park outside the front door. Exactly.
Yeah.
We've got a driveway, so it's like right outside the front door. So.
Yeah, spreading yourself thin. I like what you did there, last, says Amanda. Yeah, I mean, I'm hoping like it's it's something positive. Would love to see a vlog about Beck's store, says John.
Yeah, that's going to happen at the end of the month.
We are going to do that because it is interesting because you forget the difference between a new store and a more established store.
Yeah, and I think it'll be nice to kind of see the progression.
Yeah. Because it's a huge difference. I mean, like there are days where you're not getting any sales, and then there's days where you'll get one.
It's easy to think reselling is going to be like this really easy, jumping with both feet and everything will happen straight away. The reality of it is, it's not.
Yeah, it can be very difficult. I've got to say that it's, you do it because you love the lifestyle, don't you?
Absolutely.
Yeah, you do it because you love the lifestyle, not because it's easy. There are easier ways to go out there and earn monies and earn income. So obviously there's, you do this because we all love kind of the hunt, don't we? We love going out, finding stock and making a profit out of it. It's just such a fun thing to do. Yes, it can be a bit of a struggle, but it's always nice to see how the store's progressing, and hopefully at some point it will match up. It should easily match up to where the main store's at the moment, and then we'll do. Even if people in the chat look healthy, I guarantee they're not as happy or as positive as you, says Polish. That's very kind of you to say. Darren's been busy tonight with the hammer, the band hammer. He has been. Thank you, Darren. Really appreciate it, and everyone else, modding, including Nick as well.
And Andrea as well.
So
thank you very, very much for everyone that's coming in and helping out with the modding to this.
Southwest says you're just too short for your weight. You'd be fine if you were 7 feet tall. I am 6. Okay. Richard Hell says, reselling is hard work. Everyone thinks it's easy.
Exactly.
It is hard work. Again, Treasure Pirate. Yeah, it is hard work because
and it is fun, and that's the thing. Like that's why both of us wanted to come on board with this journey. I mean, initially it was to hear, and then as soon as I saw what he was doing, I was just like, I want some of that.
Yeah.
And it's so fun working.
It is.
And I have to say, it's fun working with you.
I mean, Kath Palmer says you need a lot of patience with reselling. There are no automatic results.
No, absolutely.
Yeah, completely agree with that.
Completely agree with that.
Yeah, and the Hyperpicker says every type of job has its own difficulties. And Scott Reed says, thanks, don't listen to haters, love your videos. Really appreciate that, Scott. Really do appreciate the support. I think it's important to remember there are no automatic results. It is difficult, but you have to like the lifestyle. I think that's what it comes down to. You just have to enjoy the lifestyle that it brings you. And you know, it's just something that you either love or you don't. A lot of times people get tired, and they give up because they don't necessarily love the lifestyle by, you know, in terms of running out and you know, going out in the morning, going through charity shops, going through you know, auctions and boot sales. It's not everyone's cup of tea. They might sometimes people do it for a bit and then they get tired of it. And I think it's because they don't necessarily have the passion for the lifestyle, and that's what we kind of feel that we do, and you know, hopefully that will help us.
I think John, I'm sorry, I'm going to kind of
cut
really rubbish your name. So
John Clissold says,
many of us work silly hours per week, but we must like what we're doing to put in so much into reselling.
As we do, exactly.
I completely agree with that.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
definitely. It's important. Lonnie says, when I was in the military, I would cheat on the height measurement to get a few more pounds clearance. That's so funny, Lonnie. I hope it worked for you. But yeah, that is definitely. Anne Isaac says, do something you love and you'll never work a day in your life. I feel like that about reselling. It doesn't feel like work, though I know it is. Yeah, it is incredibly hard work. But like, you know, as Kath says, agree with Anne. It isn't a job; it's a lifestyle. So, you know.
When you guys this is garage flips, Lonnie. When you guys are sourcing, does it feel like hard? Does it feel like work? It feels like fun to me. Sourcing is the fun part.
I think everyone enjoys sourcing.
I love the shopping. Love that.
So sourcing, everyone enjoys that. I think the part where people find a bit more difficult is bringing the items home, testing them, getting them ready, and then getting them listed. And we all have struggled from that as well. Ads has joined us, so welcome Ads. Thanks for popping in. Vulcan Bree says, thanks for the show. So there were so many numbers have to go. Appreciate you popping in, really do. Definitely. Well, I think that was the main thing that we wanted to touch on. It was like the health, the motivation side of it, how we keep going. One other thing actually I wanted to talk about, this is one other thing that I did want to discuss, was it would be interesting to know how long it took you guys to get your head around not having a steady income, because this is something again that we've noticed with this is something we've noticed that Beck has had to adjust to. I'd forgotten how hard it was, but I do remember back in the day I used to say to Beck, oh my god, this is so difficult, and she'd say, oh, just get on with it, you'll be fine. And you know, with the support of the community, it worked. And now I'm used to not having like a guaranteed income, and it doesn't bother me. On the other hand, you're still working through it, it's something that it would be something that's interesting to see. Like how long did it take some of you guys in the chat to get to the point where you don't mind, because it bothers you still, doesn't it? Like not having the structure.
I mean, I still do struggle with the structure, but I am getting kind of better at coping with it, I think. I think you are. I mean, it does help that you've got that part-time work as well. So I do. I've gone back to making my list. I kind of fell off the train with it a little bit, didn't I?
Exactly.
And this week I've been back on getting my lists done.
So it gives you the structure,
and a bit more
and that
focus.
Calms you down from the flaky.
It's something that I heavily relied on when I was working back at the doctor's surgery. I had to have lists because the number of things I had to do within a day. If I didn't have a list, I would be, I would not get through half of the work that I needed to get done because there's so many distractions. And
plus it keeps you, like you said, it keeps you structured, so it takes your mind off of the inconsistent income.
Absolutely.
But also it's worth pointing out that Beck still has like a little part-time job, so that does give you a guaranteed income as well. So you have it, but it'll be interesting to know how you guys got around it, because it is it is a mindset thing to be able to, even if you're doing well, because you don't know when your money's going to come in and how it's going to come in. So obviously you have to learn to handle it and store it when for a rainy day, etc. But it's quite interesting to know how you get around that as well. How long it took people to get around it.
Sorry to cut you off. Bug Chick, it's half term. there are teens being annoying all over the place this week.
It can be like that. It can be, but it's
yeah, it is half term this week. But yeah.
Like Polish vintage doctor's cabinet says Polish Echo. Okay. Our cabinet looks like a vintage. It looks like a vintage like medicine cabinet.
Okay,
exactly.
Okay. I thought you meant with like all the stuff in it.
Kath says Caroline made a video including this recently. It's really difficult working and living with loads of stuff everywhere. Yeah, I wanted to see. I think she uploaded a video today. We haven't watched it yet. So, Re-Edit says it's tough not having a steady stream of income. Saving when you can is a must. That's true. Peter says he's never worked for anyone else in 25 years. You need a buffer in the bank. When you earn more paying, when not draw out. Exactly.
Yeah, exactly.
Ad says lists are great, gives focus, definitely.
Yeah.
Lisa says I have an eBay room in the house, all stock is in one place, definitely.
Yeah.
So it's really my part-time income pays my rent only. That's it, says Big New. Yeah, see, that's the thing. The pressure is always there, isn't it, to keep on bringing income in. Nick says it took time to get used to the ups and downs, guys. Not easy to get to grips with.
Absolutely.
Yeah, definitely. Fin Fashion Phoebe says Caroline's video is great, covers lots of points. Yeah, I'm really looking forward to see that. She uploaded it just like about a couple of hours ago, I think, wasn't it? So,
yeah, it was right in the moment where we had to try and sort dinner out and then get on the chat.
Yeah.
So we haven't watched
Polashek says we need to meet up for beers. I'm in Bournemouth for one day. Yeah.
Do you know what? We used to be close when we were down south, and even Bournemouth when we were down south wasn't that close.
No.
It was across from us.
It was, yeah. Amanda says she identified pretty much with every bit of Caroline's video, so it sounds like a fantastic video to go. Let's have a look. People talking about beery meetups now, Treasure Pirate. Yeah, so a lot of people have seen Kaz's video and they've taken a lot from it, so it's definitely worth watching, I think. Because it is the mindset of working from home. There's so much to it, isn't there? There is a lot to it that you have to kind of just get your head around. It sometimes can be overwhelming. I'm investing in blue chip companies rather than banking money, get a few % more per year, says Ads. That is interesting. It's interesting how many resellers are almost minimalist, says Heather. I don't know what it is. I think that it's a strange one, but we don't really want for things, do we? It's not really things that you want. If you're doing this, you're kind of more doing it for the lifestyle, like spending time with your family, doing things with your family, doing things that you otherwise wouldn't have the freedom to do. And I think it's one of those things. Lisa says, I don't have a problem working on my own, though. I'm quite disciplined. Some people...
See, I thought I was really disciplined.
Yeah.
I thought I was really organised.
I think you are, so. I think you are.
Being at home. Yeah, but maybe I'm just really hard on myself then.
Maybe.
I will kick myself every single day if I don't get through my list of things to do.
Yeah, I mean, you do. I think you're a bit harsh on yourself, or maybe I'm distracting you too much with just messing around or whatever. But,
with all this awesomeness.
Yeah, with all my awesomeness, yeah.
Maybe.
Lonnie says, it's a good point. I don't like stuff anymore.
It's kind of cute.
Lisa says, Beck, can I see the cat, please? I don't know where he is.
Boy. He's just come round to you.
There he is. There's the cat, guys.
There we go.
Yeah. There it is.
There's his Kaneki.
He wants to go out, I think.
Yeah. He had a bath this week.
Yeah.
So
there you go. Yeah. Yeah, he's had a bath. He's been going out and getting mucky as anything. So it's one of those things. Let's have a look. It's because they sell everything they own when they can't get the stock from Car Boot or CS. I don't know, maybe, but I don't necessarily think selling your own stuff's it's a good way of, I think, starting out for a lot of people, I think. But I don't think it's I don't think that's sustainable. Lisa says he's beautiful. His name's Kaneki.
Yeah, it's Kaneki.
Yeah. Okay. What I'm going to do, guys, is I think we're going to call it a day there. Ad says he wants a cat. Yes. Really have appreciated the chat, guys. There's 95 people in here, which is fantastic. Really appreciate everyone popping in and saying hello. The support is fantastic. The comments overall have been fantastic as well. We've got a James Bond villain's cat.
We've actually got two of them.
Yeah, there's a smaller one as well, but she's just always hiding somewhere, isn't she? So appreciate everyone popping in. Hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, smash the like button. It is really appreciated.
So we're going to cut it short this evening.
Only by a few minutes, about 5 minutes. But those are the main topics I think I wanted to cover. Like, the kind of mindset side of it, the health side of it. Just generally, it's interesting to talk about sometimes because it is not easy, and it's kind of just something that needs to be discussed sometimes. Appreciate it, and we'll see you in the next video. Thanks for watching, guys.
Thanks.
Hold on, let me get to this.